Okay, this is job 26190, Holly Ridge Apartments. This is a project I'm bidding to Team Nelson. Team Nelson is doing this job for Heartland. This job is in Everett, and we're looking at asphalt, concrete, curbing, striping, some signage for like ADA stalls. And then we're gonna see if there's anything else I needed to do on this. I gotta take a quick peek. This project's gonna have ATB. It's also gonna have a final lift of asphalt. You'll see that I marked this in orange and in red. All the parking stall areas are gonna be 2 inches of asphalt. Okay, so they're just gonna do one lift of 2 inches of asphalt in all the parking stall areas that are in orange, all the way around. Okay, around this circle here and then there. There's this sheet that's going to be on Google Drive. This is what Team Nelson got approved as far as quantities go. So they've done a takeoff on this already. Key thing to remember is we need to give our bid to the customer in square yards. They want their bids in square yards on the asphalt, okay? So the orange area, 2 inches of asphalt, it's considered our light asphalt. It's 3,533 square yards. I broke it into square feet so you can do it on the spreadsheets. 31,797 square feet, okay? In the red, there's 3 inches of asphalt, half-inch asphalt, okay? And then you've got a layer of 1 inch. So you got that 1 inch rock that goes down on the first layer, the ATB, okay? That's gonna be in all these red areas. This is the heavy traffic area, which is the drive aisles going all the way around, okay? Highlighted them in red. I'll have this saved onto Google Drive so you can see it, but the video is gonna be easier. So all the way around the circle and out. You'll notice there's a couple areas here. If I zoom in real close, to the right of the cross-hatching is this real speckled area. And you'll see there's some speckled areas here where there's walkways and stuff. Those are pavers. So that's not considered part of the asphalt, okay? You can see how I didn't include it right there. All right, so what we got, that first layer is gonna be 3 inches of asphalt, so 3 inch depth at 1 inch. So 1 inch rock on that. It's 3,718 square yards, or 33,462 square feet. The final lift will be 3 more inches of asphalt, but only half-inch rock, so it's a little finer. 3,718 square yards, so it's the same, or 33,462 square feet. This area right here, it's gonna have to be done in 2 lifts, but we can do it at the same time. That's my understanding, is we'll put in 3 inches and then another 3 inch lift. This is 6 inches of just regular HMA on this synthetic turf fire lane area. It's 571 square yards, or 5,139 square feet. That is these areas right back in here. So what they're doing is they're putting down this asphalt, the 6 inch layer of asphalt, and then over the top of it they're putting down this, if you look on page 7, there's a detail about the fire lane entry, okay? So it talks about once you enter, you know, these areas right here, these are the fire lanes, and what it says there is to it'll say to put 6 inches of asphalt over the surface, and then they're going to put this artificial turf over the top. So artificial turf over pavement, and that's right here indicated as synthetic turf fire lane. Okay, so that's that. Striping and channelization inside the parking lot. It's all the parking stalls, ADA. You've got cross-hatching where the ADAs are, and then you've got these crosswalk bars in multiple areas. I didn't find the detail on that, but typically those are I believe they're 12 inches, like 12 inch by 5, so 1 foot by 5 foot bars, and those are basically spaced out every 1 foot. So you got a 1 foot space, 1 foot bar, 1 foot space, 1 foot bar. Okay, so you've got all of that. You got to do a takeoff around the whole area there. Okay, you'll also see that there are some C's on the drawings. We need to include 8-inch compacts. We need to include wheel stops. We need to include ADA signs on posts. And let's assume we're putting those on round posts. You'll see that some of these areas where the handicap stalls are, you've got pavers and whatnot in that area. So let's just assume right now that it's going to be round post in the ground, just our typical ADA round posts. Okay. As far as fire lane striping, there is no fire lane striping. There is extruded concrete curbing, but he didn't have me bid the curbing. It might be a second bid that I give back to him, but you can see it says extruded concrete curb, and it's throughout the whole property. On page 7, it's got all the parking spaces here. So you've got 194 spaces at 18 feet length. You've got 67 spaces that are compact. The rest are standard. And then you've got 10 ADA stalls. So you'll have to calculate all the cross hatching that you've got in here. The ADA signs, as we counted earlier, I need 10 ADA signs. Okay. We'll just, and we'll figure out which ones they want to have as van accessible. It doesn't look like any of them are going to be. It looks like it's all going to be just regular. One thing it says on here is in this area right here, there's an asterisk, and it says to be signed, emergency vehicle access only. I need that to be 18-inch stencils. And let's do a count of 1 and 2. So let's just do 2 of those for right now. I don't know if there's going to be more. Yeah, for right now, it looks like just those 2 areas are going to be stenciled. As you can see, it says see fire lane entry detail this sheet. And I just showed you that. Okay. Fire access, open space. It doesn't say to do any striping on that right now, so I'm not going to include that. This was on page 7. Okay, on the striping and channelization, I told you about the on-site striping. Now, the off-site striping versus striping and channelization, I'm getting a price. I'm getting a price from Topline to do this. So I'll have Jake provide a price this week, and we can plug that into the quote. I'm hoping to get it by Monday. So I'll have that price dealt with. Okay, let's look at now the off-site improvements. So this is out on the road improvements. Install vertical curb and gutter, 220 lineal feet. Okay, we're gonna bid that. Install 4-inch sidewalk, light broom finish, 830 square feet. Okay, mind you, we don't have to do any crushed rock. We just have to form and pour, because Team Nelson does all the dirt work and all the grading. They put in the gravel. Install 6-inch driveway, 489 square feet. So on that 6-inch driveway, if you go to page 21, okay, it shows our drive approaches. Okay, it doesn't say whether to do a type 2, but I think we need to do a type 2. The way it looks, I believe that's what we're going to end up doing, is a type 2 as opposed to a type 1. Okay, I tried looking around, and it's actually a type 1 that we'll put in for a sidewalk, but it's 6 inches, page 21, and it says, 6-inch depth. And the width of those driveways, you'll see on page 7, the notes right here. I think that says 26 feet wide for that one. And on that entrance, we've got 26 feet wide. Okay. All right. So 2 of those, but they've got the square footage in there. Okay. 489 square feet. Asphalt, you've got 3 inches. This is out on the roadway, by the way. 3 inches of 1 inch rock. Asphalt, it's 239 square yards. In square feet, that equals 2,151 square feet. Then you've got 3 inch depth of 1/2 inch rock. Same thing. That's for this work that's out here, where they do this trenching. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to remove the 6 inches of asphalt of cold patch that's in here, in that location, that location, that location. Okay, and we'll put in 3 inches at 1 inch, and then another 3 inches at 1/2 inch, I believe. So that'll be fun because that's going to require 2 different trucks. We go to do that. So, but that's my understanding, is that we'll put in 1 inch rock and then we'll finish with 1/2 inch. But each lift will be 3 inches. Okay, install handicap ramps. There is only one handicap ramp, and I believe it sits right in this location right here. The ramp's gonna look similar to that. It'll have a truncated dome, and yeah, and it's just one of them. So that's it for that. The channelization, I told you I was getting a price for that. Now there's a 2 inch grind and overlay. We've got 2,720 square yards. It's 24,480 square feet on that 2 inch grind and overlay. Okay, it's gonna be on both sides of the road. It's gonna be quite a bit. But excited to do that. Traffic control, they want a price for traffic control, 1 lump sum. So I would imagine this is gonna be multiple days with traffic control. I haven't seen the traffic control plan, so we're going to not include the traffic control plan, but we will include the traffic control. Like I said, I didn't see the traffic control plan anywhere. So Jamie, if we need to have discussion over this, let me know. I'm also gonna ask Chad if he's got a traffic control plan for this so that we can bid this properly. Okay, but you know, it's only gonna be a little bit at a time. It's gonna be 1 lane at a time, I would imagine. We'll do 1 lane, then another lane, and you can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes plus a 2-way left turn. I'm showing you an aerial view. This is the property that they are turning into this development. And then out here you can see you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 plus a 2-way left turn lane in the middle. So if we're doing 1 lane at a time, you know, it's basically just going to be closed off, you know, at 1 lane, and then switch to another lane. Then we'll go to the center and we'll just keep making our way over. So traffic will at least be able to travel on 1 lane at all times. We go to do the center. We'll probably have to push traffic maybe out to the outside lanes when we're doing that in the center, but you know, all the better for us. So this looks like it could end up being 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 days. 5 days on this 2 inch grind and overlay possibly. Okay, well, I'm gonna have this reviewed by Mark and by Tom, because I think this is gonna be the beginning steps of a hopeful future relationship with Team Nelson, as far as us bidding the work to them for Heartland. Okay, I think Team Nelson's going to be our key player in this whole thing, and hopefully we can get pricing from them on doing some grading as well. All right, so that is it. This is all 2021 work, so hopefully we get a shot at this. All right, any other questions, let me know.